In Castlevania Symphony of the Night, GALAMOTH is considered one of the toughest enemies Alucard faces throughout the game. He is an optional boss that resides in the floating catacombs in the inverted castle, and he has tons of health and strength. His attacks consist of lightning and thunder, and having the right weapons and equipment would be ideal for facing this boss. In this video, I'll be showing you all the ways that you can beat GALAMOTH in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Make sure to be subscribed, like the video if you like Castlevania, and let's get on with the video. Alright, this first start's pretty basic, but it'll still work. What you want to do is have the holy water as your sub weapon if you don't already. Put a duplicator on if you have it, and a heart refresh so you can heal your hearts every now and then. And I do recommend putting Brilliant Mail on since it will increase the holy water's damage, and the holy water is the most broken sub weapon in the game. And anyways, let's get on with it. For this strat, first of all, you want to dodge those lightning ball attacks, because it will not heal you unlike his other attack will. That lightning attack he's doing right there will heal you, so you can get that chance to douse him with holy water off and on, rinse and repeat that process for 2 to 3 minutes. Your hearts are not infinite. You will have to use a heart refresh 2 or 3 times. Dodge his physical attacks with the mist, so you don't get hit. Rinse and repeat that process, and you should have him. It won't take a long time because the holy water will do 1 to 2 to 3 damage at the most, even with the Brilliant Mail on. So keep doing that, and you will have him. For this strat, you'll need a cross shuriken and a duplicator so you can keep throwing them and you'll never run out. The cross shuriken is one of the 3 items that you can throw that does the most damage, the others being the flame star and the buffalo star. Keep throwing these, do a pattern back and forth and backdash where he will keep doing that scepter move and heal you. Keep throwing those stars at him and he will go down. This next strat, you'll be using the Morn Blade, a sword that you can only get as an item drop from the Azagel in the Inverted Coliseum. This sword is like a healing item because each time you hit something with the sword, it will give you health from it. So like before, just use a backdash strat and get GALAMOTH to keep doing the scepter attack, and will keep healing you while you heal yourself again with hitting the GALAMOTH. Rinse and repeat this method and he'll go down eventually. For this next strat, you'll have to buy an iron shield from the Master Librarian to do this strat, unless you have another shield. The shield rod and the Mabling sword will both work. The Mabling sword you can get as an item drop from the Spectral sword in the Inverted Chapel. This and the Alucard shield are the two best shield rock techniques that you can do. Keep rinsing and repeating this. You may need a mana prism if it takes more than what you have. Keep doing this and he will fall down. This next strat is definitely one of my favorites, and it involves the Chakram, an item that you can only get from the Discus Lord in the Catacombs in the regular castle. It basically is like the Crescent, but it's less effective, but it is cool and fun to use. Basically, put one Chakram in one hand and you get to have two disc throws. Get two Chakrams and you can have one in each hand. You'll be able to throw 4 discs at a time at him. Keep doing this process and you'll eventually take him down. Remember to get a scepter attack going so he can heal you while you're hitting him. Keep doing this process, rinse and repeat, and you'll take him down eventually. This next strat is one that everybody knows. Anybody who's played this game knows the Crescent. It's basically a sword nicknamed the Heaven Sword because it slices and dices the enemy each time you attack with it. This sword can only be dropped via a shmoo in the Inverted Long Library. And this sword is always associated with taking down the GALAMOTH with it. Anybody who's played this game before knows of it and knows what it's capable of. It's pretty fun to use and cool at the same time. All you gotta do is keep hitting the GALAMOTH with it. It'll do damage each second you hit it with it, and it'll go down eventually. Make sure to get a scepter attack going as well so it can heal you while he's hitting you. And dodge his physical attacks if he does any. But I'm pretty sure while you're dicing him, he won't have time to do his physical attacks. He'll only be healing you. This is such an easy win. This next strat is beyond one of my favorites of all time to use. The Yatsutsuna, a sword that you can get from one of the werewolves in the Inverted Coliseum in the Inverted Castle. It's basically like the Crescent, but it's more fun and more effective to use. Just like the Crescent before, it slices and dices the enemy. So keep doing that to the GALAMOTH and he'll go down eventually, while you're dodging its physical and electric ball attacks. This goes without question to be the best attack and strat in all of the game, especially against the GALAMOTH. When you activate this shield rod ability, the shield will damage the enemy each frame per second, healing you in the process. You won't even need a mana prism because it'll go down just like that.